So our last kingdom wasn't doing well, so we are out here in the wilderness to set up a new one. Hopefully everything goes well in Thrive. Heavy Lies the Crown, which is going into early access. So make sure you use the link in the description to check it out. First thing we gotta do is set up our caravan kind of somewhere maybe away from all the resources, so we can go out here. This has all of our initial supplies, and then when it's in a good spot, we can just deploy it. And we find a good spot for our keep, which can go right along next to the trees because we're gonna chop those down here pretty soon. As soon as we get some logistics places set up, like a primitive storage. But maybe we should wait to see where everything is at after the keep is built, which it gets built very quickly. That is satisfying to watch. And now that there's a road network surrounding the place, now we can get some things next to it. The stockpile, I think, would be good right over here. So that can go in, and then we need food stores, which also determines the range of where we can put down houses. So that will go right over here as well. And speaking of a well, that can go right in front here. So that's most of our major things set up, but we also need to get some supplies coming in. So we'll set up a logger camp out here in the middle of the wilderness. That'll work on collecting trees. And then over here, quarry camp, there's a lot of stones over here. So we can set this up kind of in the middle here, and then go in and adjust the range a little bit. That's encapsulating all the stones right there. I love it. Now, people are not very happy right now because they don't really have much for houses. So we should set those up next. And actually, since these aren't built yet, I might just scoot these over slightly so we can expand the road going out this way because I like the system that has. So we go and put those back in, and we should be okay as soon as we get more materials. So all of our workers are bringing all the materials to the stockpile, which then gets brought to the construction sites. Oh good, the food stores are going up, so we should probably set up some actual, food supply things to go out, and that can be this orchard over here that I think we can bring in somewhere over here, kind of out of the way, just so it's not interfering with the houses, which this does have a wide area, but it kind of tapers off over here, so I think we can go that way. So we will get an orchard set up on this whole path. That's gotta be looking really nice. Or at least it would if we had people working there, but we are kind of on a shortage of that, so let's actually prioritize the food storage and the apple orchard a little higher. So now we have an actual income of food, which is where we get some houses. Okay, so we actually have quite a large area here. So let's expand the houses down kind of this way, right next to the food stores, and then we get 3 in a line like this. Oh, it looks like the area got chopped a little bit because we kind of don't have water right now, but at least we can get some people satisfied with their things, but they also need firewood. So a log chopper can go in right at the back here. As long as it's in range of the storage, it'll be fine. So that can go right there where those trees were. They were gonna get chopped down anyway, and thankfully that's getting built very quickly. So we should be able to get all the needs of our people met very soon, and then we can expand. And look, the happiness has already gone up. Now they're just kind of mellowed out there. But the water production is also because we don't have people actually working the well. Well, that's not good. We definitely want that at the top of the list, and people working the stockpile as well. And the wood chopper needs to be up as well so that things can actually get done there. I think the logger camp can actually go down a little bit. There's still people working there, so it's not terrible, but as soon as we get firewood here, then the people's needs should be met well enough that we can start to expand our population. That'll give us more people to work with. And there are some other goods that we can place down, but we don't really have access to the facilities that use those yet, so we won't worry about them quite so soon. And the apple orchard is looking very lush right now. I like it. And now that the firewood is being brought to these stockpiles, it can be distributed among the houses. Oh yes, that's all the needs met for this person, or this household, I guess. And just like that, their happiness shot way up. Look at that, bright, beautiful smiles on a face that is blue. Dabbity-da-doo. Although we do still have a lot of people that are just homeless in general, so maybe we get a few more of these houses down now that we actually can fulfill their needs. And we can plan those out kind of like this, I think, to go around the outside here, and a few down along the edge here. I think this will be okay. And then make sure they are all connected with a road, which is looking very beautiful. Yes! We have a little community here, but we are entirely out of stone, so we should probably bring that back up just so we have enough materials to work with. And hopefully these people actually decide that they want to live here, because we're still seeing some of the homeless markers above their heads, even though there should be plenty of firewood, but we're also not collecting firewood as fast. So it's a fine balance between everything, at least until more people come in. And the happiness is still high, but it is kind of dropping right now. And we are meeting the end of the housing thing here. So we can just get 2 more houses in here, and that should be enough. Thankfully, we have the materials for it. So the wood goes into the rest of these houses here, and then all the rest of these people should be satisfied with, yes, everything. That's all the homeless markers gone away. Good. Now we have a good supply of water right now, so maybe we can move the well down the priority list and boost the quarry camps just so we can get some more supplies. Although that does summon everybody away, but a buildup of resources is always going to be good. And let's see if there's somewhere we can get some more farmhouses. Okay, so we can build more on this south side here. That'll be a good thing. A little suburbia made out of wood and thatch, but this will be some expansion room to get more residents in. And with more people, we won't need to train around jobs as much. Ooh, okay, so we have our first event, settling in. So this is where we talk to some of our advisors. We have Chancellor Bodhi and Duke Donovan, who are from the other kingdom. And then Sir Ozian is our friend who's a knight. So, Chancellor, how are things today? Without people would not have come this far? Yeah, that's true. And then Sir Ozian, tragedy of the past are a few steps behind us, should focus on securing and protecting while we're starting here. And my guy's like, yes, both reasonable positions. And then Duke is like, yeah, it'd be great if we had some money. So with all three having differing opinions, we need to decide what to focus on initially. And I do think we need to help our people the most right now, so he's gonna present his case. Focus attention on food, shelter, and other essentials. Yeah, we're just starting out, so I think that's the best idea. Even though Sir Ozian is like, we need defenses, and then the Duke is like, we need money, but food is security. I agree, Chancellor Bodhi. And he gave us 250 apples right now. That's amazing. And look at that, we're attracting some more people. Very good. Where are they going? Okay, since we have so much food, we can absolutely set the orchard to the bottom and then let the wood chopper and food stores take a little more precedent. And now that we're collecting some more people, we can definitely set up some of the other industries that they're gonna want in the future, like a fermenter and a lumberyard and an outfitter. So outfits are made from hemp, which makes hemp clothing. So let's get those somewhere within range of the storage. Or we set up another storage over here for the stuff that we grow. That could actually be a really good idea. So this stockpile can go somewhere maybe up here or down here. I think down here actually, or maybe just in the middle. I want to make the most use out of all this plains area here where we don't have to demolish anything. So actually, if we line this up with the edge of the houses like this, then we can get some more in there and then still have enough room for the stockpile. I like this idea the best. And you know what, since we are getting some more people in here, we kind of are gonna need some more houses anyway, which we can only fit one right here, but that's okay because that's as far as the overlap goes. So to expand it, we're probably going to need another well, it looks like. And then getting that right down here behind the houses, I think is gonna be the best bet. Just to keep everything neat and orderly and getting the most area that we can. So maybe over here actually. Our city is expanding at a very good rate and we're getting some more farmers. We get new things at 40 farmers, but now we can also set in some hemp farms for the clothing. We'll get some roads in here between the orchards first of all. I like the idea of them only requiring 2 workers at a time. So right about there is our limit. And they make neat little strips like this. So there's hemp on this side of the street and then apples on that side. Oh wait, that costs 3. Let's maybe redo this then. I kind of forgot what I was doing. So we get it like this big to match the apples. There we go. And now we can move the quarry camps and the logger camps down in the queue to get these other things going more so, because we can adjust how many slots these actually have, but the logger camps are kind of just always at 6. There we go, and now the hemp is starting to grow. Excellent, these people are gonna have shirts in no time. Oh, hey, we got a fancy named person here joining our kingdom. Excellent. And now our supplies are looking very good, so let's build more houses because we are just constantly expanding here. And here, let's just get the road going around the well first of all, just so we can, you know, start to build on this side of things. So the houses are a little staggered, but actually I don't think they are. All the houses are perfectly in line. That's the way I like it. And the houses going all along the back here is gonna be very good, going right up to the stockpile. And we don't need to wait on them to be built this time. That's even better. So now we are up to 31 farmers. Oh, and 6 farmers joined us at once. That's amazing. So we just need 3 more to get to the new buildings. And there's the 3 that we need. So we have 40 now. Beautiful. So now we can set up some other buildings over here, like a fermenter, so we can make some cider. Just a little something to take the edge off. And since we don't want it really interfering with anything else, we're gonna put it right on the edge of the influence it needs, right over there. And then an outfitter that can go right next to the supply storage here, and a lumberyard. That can also go probably over by this one. So with the right amount of apples, water, and firewood, we can make some cider, which we do have quite a bit of, but I think we need a bit more firewood production because that is pretty slow for all the demand it's gonna have. And our net production on logs is still up, even though it took a big hit recently. Okay, it's still taking a hit, but there's plenty of trees around here, so that might be good actually. And the logger camp is fully stocked. So ultimately, I think everything is going okay. And there's plenty of shirts being made now. Very good. But ultimately, yes, we definitely need more firewood production. So we should be able to have 2 of these wood choppers going. Ooh, new event. Sown. All right then. Soil is rich, but farmers doubt the stability. They fear the soil is not keen for growth, but the fields on the way here were rich and abundant. It's possible that the locals might have knowledge. We may be able to study the land, which could take a bit, or find someone local with understanding. Yeah, I do like the idea of learning from someone much better than us. So, secure a farmer who knows the lands. Their knowledge will prove invaluable to us. What can be gained outweighs any potential risks. Absolutely. A willingness to learn will help us succeed where Aldemar, the previous kingdom, failed. Scout will be sent to retain a local seasoned farmer. They and theirs will be offered a home and land, and trade for knowledge and skill. Excellent. So hopefully we don't take a hit to, you know, production. Also, I didn't realize how much hemp actually went into creating clothing, so we probably need to expand this field. Or, you know, get another one set up. I still like the little sections like this. So we just get some more of those in place. And then we should be able to offset the amount of hemp we're making, which we can also take a look at production here. And we're actually writing net zero a lot of the time. Interesting. Okay, are we at maximum for housing? We might be. So it's time to get some more houses in place. Even though the staggering here is a little weird, we still have plenty of room to expand, so we're gonna make the most of it. And you know what? Since we're doubling the hemp, let's go ahead and double the orchards as well. Although the food stores kind of dictates where we can actually do that. So we might need another one over here. This should be within range of the storage still, so let's go here. And we're also just gonna keep the lumber camps and the quarries at the bottom because we are already looking very good on those resources. And sure enough, yeah, we need more apples because we're making a lot of cider here. And now we can get another orchard over here. And then the next threshold to get to is 60 farmers, which we're actually only one away. And there it is, 60 farmers. Yes, so we actually have a caravan that we can set up as soon as we put in a trader's hut. We might as well set this kind of closer to the center of town because that's where the stockpiles are, but it's also just big enough to be weird. But it can go here next to the other caravan that we have. So now we can set up a trade route. That'll be helpful. So here, we do have a lot of wood, so let's go ahead and set up a log trade. We'll keep the value to say 250, and we'll keep a minimum stock of 300 and sell. Or I guess here, I got this backwards. We need a minimum of 250, so we keep a minimum stock of 300, and then we can sell when it's above. Yeah, we'll sell 300 as well. Sell all of our excess. Okay, and then we can pack up this caravan again. Okay, so a traveling merchant just showed up. And what do you have? Ooh, iron tools, but also a lot of firewood. Let's actually buy some of that firewood, and then we can sell a lot of the logs that we have, and then buy some iron tools. That'll be good to have. And yes, just sell more of these, and some more rough stone, which is a lot of the rough stone that we have, but it'll be good just to save a little bit of the profits that we are, you know, giving away. We're back down to 250 wealth. We were just at 1,000, but that's okay. Oh, now we're actually short on apples. Maybe I should have bought those from the merchant. He's still here. Hi, how much do you charge for apples? Nothing? Okay. Wow, our population is 100. We are doing very good right now. And we can actually set up some military structures. Maybe that's a good idea. But let's see, we also have a pork ranch and a stable. And thankfully, there's enough room for that right over here. Sorry, fellas, you're living next to the pig pen. But I mean, come on, who doesn't like pork? And then a stable is also something that is needed for all of the overlapping areas to be convenient for, or we can't afford it because we don't have rope. So now that we have enough farmers, we've attracted some laborers for a new, this guy's looking kind of upset. Why? Oh, because they don't have the needs. What we don't have is apples, so we definitely need an orchard for that. A nice chunky little square formation. Oh, another event. Whalegrim whispers. Come to you with an unsettling report. Corpses of 3 animal. What? Hold on. 3 animals' guts removed to adorn a makeshift altar within a farmer's house. Do we have to cut you off of the cider? Scents of rotten incense lingered in the air. Strange blood markings on the walls indicate a ritual has taken place. You and Hayward try to make sense of what's occurred. Hey, what's happened? Whoever conducted this ritual must be from these lands. Well, that's not intimidating at all. Unusual symbols on the walls, center around the altar, and then the remains of 3 animals. There are hearts pulling from them, and then crystals. The ones that spring up around the province. Interesting. What's the deal with these crystals? The magenta ones spring up in all manner of places in Nisamor, cause confusion and lightheadedness. Well, that's very fun. Perhaps the Chancellor should look into this. Yeah, maybe we should. And then the symbols? Symbols could mean anything. Crudely drawn, difficult to understand because they're so unfamiliar. Images, words, whatever they were, they seem significant. Oh boy. And then, yeah, the stolen hearts are kind of self-explanatory, thank you. So we gotta keep an eye out for that. We must develop a greater understanding of this new land and its traditions. And then, yeah, traditions can be perceived as threats without proper knowledge. So maybe we can find someone in the future that knows the ritual things. Okay, so we can focus on symbols, hearts, or crystals. I think the symbols, because if we can translate those, then we know the meaning behind the ritual. All but the symbols to be removed from the house gathers up any locals that have found a home in the settlement, eager to see if they'll recognize the shapes that adorn the home's walls. Yeah, hopefully that's, you know, a bit enlightening. Okay, so since the pork ranch is kind of reliant on rope, that's something that the laborers are good at. So we should do that, but before that, let's maybe go into the Tome of Knowledge and then extend some more things. Okay, wood chopper bonus, firewood. Let's see, yield of firewood. So we have a few options to choose from. Firewood yield increases by 3, but requires stone. That could be okay. Production increases by 100%, but additional worker must be employed. Oh, that's easy. Definitely more of that. Yes. And then that'll take a little bit of time to research, but not very long, and that'll pay off very quickly because we already have 39 unemployed farmers. So maybe some other things in the Tome of Knowledge, like food stores. Let's see, storage of food stores increases or increases the worker count. Oh goodness, some more people are upset because, yeah, some needs are very not met. Okay, and let's get these labor houses set up before we keep forgetting. But maybe we need a new district because this is basically all farmers. And we have more room over here thanks to this stockpile. So let's actually get one of those food stores overlapping a large area here. And then a well can go right next to it. So we'll set up a labor district down here. Oh great, and there's a bar for Whalegrim presents. Don't like that idea. So maybe we should go and build up those defenses. We can start with a wooden gate somewhere. Since there's a main road over here, maybe it goes out from there. So we do it up here like this. Seems a little out of the way. Let's go right over here. Oh, wood chopper bonus, research complete. Nice. And we can put the gate right here. There we go. That's a very good looking wood gate. So wooden fences, absolutely needed right now. So we can start this one going down around here. Don't really know how expensive this is gonna be, but it's better to stay safe from whatever Whalegrim is. And then of course, get a little road going along there. So we get it reaching out like that far roughly, which doesn't have all the resources, but that's okay. We'll slowly get them back. And then make sure a road goes along everything. Beautiful. Oh goodness, the Whalegrim presence is getting stronger. Okay, but we have enough area to set up more houses down here, so that's a good thing. So we set up a few labor houses in a row like this, and then staggered a little bit just so we can get another road going that way. Right over here, and then down here. And man, we still need so many more apples because we're in a major deficit on that. So here, let's get some knowledge going for other things, like apple farm bonuses, yes. So we can double the yield, but will require an employee increase. Oh, that's easy. We have plenty of people that can do that. Oh good, the labor houses are being built, which their places are looking fancy. And that makes sense, these are kind of like the masons of our kingdom. So now we actually have laborers joining the kingdom. Oh yes, so what are their needs? They need a tavern. Bruh. Fair enough, we can get one of those, which we can get going right over here because it actually lines up really well, which I like the way it lines up over here, so they can go ahead and do that. But I also wanted to connect to the other things, so we'll give it a little bit of a gap. There, now it connects to the main road. Oh, but man, they are very not happy right now without that tavern. Don't worry, I'm working on it. But now it seems like we're also kind of missing the need for planks. Oh good, the tavern is complete, and look at how busy it got so fast. So why are they still unhappy? Oh, maybe they're not. Oh great, more Whalegrim whispers. Sir Hayward brings you what he has learned. Few can make any sense of symbols. Say it's more akin to text, okay? Path that must be traveled, and a Nisamor reborn? Okay then. So is there like a chosen one? Hey, we got apple farm bonus completed. Good, that should hopefully keep up with the deficit, because that deficit was yikes for a while. And the whale grim, oh gosh, that's a big jump. Really don't know what that means, and I don't really want to find out. But if we get some more planks, then we can set up a craftsman shop here, which will help us get the rope that we need. And for the next thing in our knowledge, let's go ahead and get a farmer house bonus, which just doubles them, which is fine because it comes with a happiness bonus. And then we can also unlock tier 2 things after the research is done. Okay, so we're seeing a lot less angry faces, which is good. But now, what exactly are we falling short on? I don't think much of anything aside from hemp, which we do have less fields of that than the orchards. So that kind of makes sense. And we got a bit more room for those down here, so we can expand this just a little bit. Okay, the whale presence is over 50%. That's some stressful situations happening there. But now the craftsman is complete, so that's where the hemp demand is going. So maybe we set up another big field like down here, which does require quite a few more people, but we have the farmers to make up for it. And man, that really just increases the presence. Oh, houses are on fire. What? How did that happen? Oh, yikes. Thankfully, we have water, but that is terrible. And hey, okay, you're gonna put out the fire over here? Okay, so there's just one more fire, but yikes. That wasn't even, like, one of the things had a chance for more fires, but that wasn't even the thing that I researched. And the lumberyard is burning still. Oh gosh, there's a purple haze over everything. Whoa. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The whalegrim is just a cursing presence. And there's so much more of this purple haze rolling in here. Can you please put out the fire? They're not putting out the fire here. So we're just losing the lumberyard. Oh, that is upsetting. Well, at least we can repair it. Okay, and we are also getting some rope production in place. Good. So now that is going towards building the pork ranch. Maybe the whalegrim will just enjoy a nice, rib dinner. That is, pork ribs. Okay, Thimble Nimble. Promising development at the Outfitters. Nice. Quite an exceptional discovery. Perhaps we should give it a try. All this over a bit of needlework. Our seamsters will be more efficient. Excellent. Send a seamstress my praise. Yay! Let's move ahead with this new stitch. Encouraged by eagerness and is proud to contribute. Very good. Uh-oh. Whatever your path, the wise worker's mastery awaits you. Hey, we have a mastery. Oh, yes. So that's when we can come over to these masteries here. Wise workers. Kingdom grows prosperous thanks to those knowledgeable in their craft. Production of all buildings will boom? Oh, yes! That does use a mastery point, but we only have one available to us right now, so that is amazing! And it also looks like our stone quarry over here is running out of materials, so we'll probably have to place this somewhere else. And there's a lot of stones over here, thankfully. So we can go like this, and then expand that to, just a whole bunch of things. Very good. That should keep it supplied for a while. And thankfully, the lumber is keeping up just as well. And I only built one wall, but I have no idea how far I'm gonna expand here. So maybe just, a wide berth over here. I think that'll be okay. And then a road to match. Aldamore's former citizens have done well to establish a settlement. Labor needs of your fledgling kingdom are increasing. Need for more hands. Okay, the Chancellor and some farm hands may have found a solution if you're willing to trust their instincts. Well, what do they have to say? An abandoned logging camp discovered by some roaming farm hands will allow for the production of more farmer homes. Hey, that's actually pretty good. And we have a mastery there. Residents required. Reduction costs to homes, and each home's accommodate another resident. Oh, that's amazing. Chancellor has some very good ideas. Okay, so our wall is looking very open right now as whalegrim presence is reaching 100%. At least we're protected on one side. But man, this purple haze over everything is just looking very threatening. Thankfully though, our hemp demand is keeping up with the rope demand. And there's our pork farm. Oh yes, it's being built. Oh, these people are gonna be eating good. And then once we have enough rope, we can also make a cookhouse just to enhance some more things. And there's a mill over here for refining flax into flax oil. And flax is another thing that we can put down. Dulls the volatile effects of whalegrim crystals. Ooh, that actually sounds pretty good because our night friend was talking about those, so maybe we should actually invest in this. And thankfully, it's not a food thing, so that can just go wherever a stockpile is, and maybe that should go down here. Let's set up a stockpile down here, kind of distant from the others, I think, just to get more room here. Whoa! Oh no. Oh no, the farmers are revolting. What? Why? You have everything. You have everything you need. What is this about? Oh man, they got angry so fast. Is the Whalegrim presence just setting them off? This is not good. That's just absolutely everybody. Except the laborers, because the laborers are actually cool. Okay, everything seems to be quelled now. My goodness. But cider and hemp clothing is kind of low right now, so maybe we actually need more of those, because now our apple demand is actually keeping up. So this fermenter can go over here, I think. Let's actually see if there's a knowledge thing tied to clothing production, which it doesn't look like there is, sadly. A wielding rage. Oh gosh. Great commotion stirs just outside the keep. Furious man, sword in hand, claims he'll fight anyone who stands between him and the ruler who he plans to confront. Crowd is in awe of the spectacle. Blade has already managed to inflict serious wounds on some of Hayward's soldiers. Well, that's just rude. Duke and Chancellor believe they know how to handle violence. One favors punishment, the other compassion. Okay, we should show such barbarity no mercy. Man threatens the safety of our citizens, but most importantly you. Yeah, I don't like that idea. Treasonous acts cannot be tolerated. But he isn't really, you know, from here. Citizens can express their discontent. Of rule and reason, not blade against blade. Sir Hayward just has him? Clutches a man's shirt collar, hands now bound and bladeless. Hello there. So we could leave it to Sir Hayward, but oh, uh-oh. Hold on, there's things happening. Sir Hayward, handle this. Okay, great. Coins happiness. Whalegrim surge. What? Oh, there's crystals here. Whoa, okay. That doesn't look like good tidings. So, okay, if the flax does what it says it does, then we definitely need that going over here. Get a road going right down here. And then flax farm. Start here, go over here. Road to the stockpile here. Okay, so now we're getting some flax farms constructed, but that is some sketchy business. And we definitely need a flax mill if we're gonna combat this. So please get that constructed. Oh gosh, okay, at least it's just crystals and not whatever a Whalegrim makes it sound like it is. But this is developing at quite a pace. Oh, the pork needs wheat. And wheat is not available in this province. Well, so much for that. Goodbye, pork ranch. At least we get that rope back, which can also go towards making this cookhouse. And I think the cookhouse is gonna look great where the pork ranch used to be. Oh yes, the mill is being constructed. Flax farms are underway. And maybe we'll just put walls, you know, on this side of things now to keep the Whalegrim effects out. Okay, so we are storing up quite a bit of flax, which is good. Oh yes, the flax mill is made. Beautiful. So we'll be producing some flax oil here. And look at that little horsey spinning the block around. Oh, he's doing a good job. And there's our first little bit of flax oil. Yes. Now, as far as actually dealing with these crystals, like the flax thing says, that is a little bit of a mystery right now. As is, you know, just the Whalegrim presence in general. Oh, new event. Surges. Terror fills the settlement. Yeah. Rumors of that strange ritual. Fog engulfs the fledgling kingdom, violet hue inescapable. Amidst the panic, a fragile elderly woman, a Nisian from a nearby town, smiles and laughs. Oh gosh. Can only bring about more panic to the former Aldeans. Hayward is brought before you, hope to learn why no fear dwells within her. Hello, ma'am. Where we come from, this fog, the whale, is that what you call it these days? Nothing good comes of it. And then Duke is like, destruction and pure chaos. Foreigners knowing nothing, the whale blesses us with his presence? Okay then. Think the Whalegrim fog's a blessing. It can do crops of great plenty, renewed vigor. Sometimes I suppose it could seem cruel. Okay then. Hard to understand that which leaves a trail of sadness. Yeah, it's hard to look beyond the hurt it's caused, because this is the same purple fog that destroyed our previous kingdom. Not the whale's fault entirely. Self-willed but influenced? So, can we tell it to go away? Most times it's good, sometimes it's mad. It doesn't trust us yet. I see. A surge. Try not to fear it. Something was wrong in your land. It lasted too long. Well, that's just, you know, inconsiderate. The whale never surges long. Though it may challenge you, you can do so much good. Okay, then. In time, should you survive the worst they bring, perhaps you'll have a chance to experience these blessings of which the woman spoke. Yeah, I sure hope so. But I tell you what, for right now, I think our kingdom is looking fantastic. All these sorts of farmers here that hopefully won't revolt again. And we have laborers here. We have a cute little horsey spinning some flax oil. And, you know, whatever these crystals do. And hopefully the good comes before the bad. And if you guys want to experience that in your kingdom and determine the course of it with all the decisions to be made, then make sure you check out Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown using the link in the description. There's a whole lot more content on the path to making a kingdom and a whole lot more tiers of knowledge and masteries, and it can even be multiplayer if you wanted. Thank you very much for watching, and big thanks to Playside Studios for sponsoring this video. Sub to Intern. And I would like to thank the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, Devion X, Ancient Elixir, Matthew, Hateful Herald, Peggy Sue, Drupalong, Lily, The Miner Within, The Garrity, Sans, Isaac, V, Killer Squad, Mousy, and Nicholas.